my life, let's put it that way. After a second heart attack, these fucking doctors are telling me the first time they said there were 3 blocked arteries and they put stents in only in the 2 of them. I don't know what the deal is with the third. I keep telling them, let me see. You're looking at images. I'm not allowed to see them. They won't show me the fucking imaging, you know, my own fucking heart, but they won't let me see what's going on. They just keep showing me, a little description. Here's a cartoon, No, that's not my heart. All right. So this was back in June, July. I'm like, okay, so you didn't do the third artery. All right. Then, of course, months of just terrible reactions, side effects of these drugs they were giving me. They were giving me drugs that weren't supposed to be prescribed together, and I find out, and I'm doing this research myself, and I'm telling the fucking doctors, and they're getting pissy with me. I say, you're not supposed to give this one ranolazine with the fucking statins, and oh, no acceptance of malpractice, they won't admit it. It's your fault. You stopped taking that. I said, I stopped taking a couple, 3 of them because another doctor told me don't do that. So it was like, well, these things, and then, this drug spikes your blood pressure, and this drug crashes your blood pressure, which what happened while they were pumping me full of this shit. And I'm like, God damn it. God damn it. So they're blaming me for the second round here a week ago. And I'm like, no, this ain't you. I said, why didn't you? So they go in and they put more stents in. I'm thinking, okay, they opened up the one they failed to do the first time, which would make sense. No, they're saying the one that they put in already got blocked. If you'd have taken these medications, it might not have. I said, you know what? I think this is all bullshit. I think this is all bullshit. I don't even know if this is going out, but I'm saying it anyway. So I'm like, I go see another fucking doctor this morning, and I'm like, what are you guys? What do you expect from me? The meds you gave me for the heart attack are making me sicker and giving me fucking diarrhea. I'm shitting myself, I fucking shit myself like less than an hour before I had to go pick up a major client, a football player's wife and all her friends in a Sprinter van. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So I'm struggling, And then I got bills coming up, and I got no income because all these illegals are driving. They completely pushed me off the first or to the 7th page on Google. Nobody's ever gonna see me. So these motherfuckers pushed me off of Google basically by listing their fucking Uber and Lyft, their shitty little cars that the government gave them and gave them fucking driver's licenses. It's all meant to destroy small businesses like myself, and it fucking worked. So these and I, you know what? I got to go back to doing Lyft in order to try to cover the bills. And what do? I end up driving the very fucking illegals because they're getting free Lyft and Uber. They're getting free shit. So they'll use an Uber, go around the corner and get a fucking soda and come back. That kind of shit. So I'm driving the very fucking people that killed my business in order to try to make ends meet. At the same time, after having yet another heart attack brought on by, you know, these fucking meds these doctors give you, this crap that Pfizer and the rest of them are pumping out, it's fucking poison. And they're blaming me. They're saying, well, you're hey, you know what? And then this doctor this morning finally says, he says, I'm surprised you even survived. He says, most people that first time around, that would have killed most people. I go, well, I was conscious the whole time. I was in agony and conscious the whole time, even when they were sticking the goddamn. You see the, there it is. They go into your fucking vein and shove the thing all the way up to your heart. So they put 2 more stents in, and now he's telling me, well, no, they didn't put it in the third blocked artery. He says they put it back in to the first one that's on the side of your heart because it clogged up again, which is your fault. I'm like, you know what? This is bullshit. I say this is bullshit. It's like it's mostly calcium, and they call it plaque. It's not the plaque that's on your teeth. It's in it's the food that they give us, the fucking air we're breathing, the water we drink. It's all poison. Okay, so these fucking doctors are telling me this shit, and I'm like, they changed the meds. They took the ones away because I researched every goddamn thing, and I'm telling them this. You're not supposed to do this. This is fucking doing this. This one is killing my kidneys. So they turn around and they changed the meds. So they're giving me different meds this time. And each doctor I talk to wants to give me some other fucking chemical compound pill because they're being paid to do it by people, these assholes at Pfizer and the rest. They're all murderous motherfuckers. So I'm like, God damn it. So in the meantime, of course, my Cadillac, Lyft won't let me use it for Lyft Black. I can't go back to Uber because they were just criminals. And my phone stopped ringing because nobody can see me now online, which is where I got all my business. I get 1 or 2 calls, when I used to get several calls a week. So I'm like, oh, great, you want to fucking, I'm the poster boy for what they're doing to our country. So on top of that, my fucking Cadillac, the headlight assembly that these criminals at Fine Line Automotive Body Shop put in there, it's leaking already. And that was only, 3 or 4 years ago, maybe 5, when they replaced because some drunk fucking cunt backs into me and mashes the shit out of my car again. So I had more body work done. And then this headlight assembly starts leaking. The moment it does that, these fucking expensive bulbs they got in there, you breathe on them and they fail. They're designed this way. You should see these fucking light bulbs. It's not a light bulb. It's an electronic box with a fucking skinny little bulb sticking out and some exposed wire on the outside that can break. And then the skinny little bulb has a tiny little element in it, and that just goes, it poof, and it's gone if you get the slightest bit of moisture or anything near this thing. And it's in a fucking car. So I'm like, perfect. So I order another one online. I'm like, okay, this cost me a couple $100, $1,500 for a factory OEM headlight assembly for this Cadillac. And I'm like, I can't afford that. So I order this motherfucker, Chinese-made piece of shit, all the way from California. They ship it. Takes a week. It gets the FedEx. They lose it. It's supposed to have been delivered the 19th. It's now the 22nd. They lost it until yesterday, or 23rd. They lost it until yesterday. So it magically appeared again. And they finally deliver it to me. And I go to this shop over here. The guy is a good guy. He says, I could probably change it out for a couple $100. I'm like, good, because any other motherfucker would probably charge me $1,000. I said, do it. Thank Christ. You can put it in there. And I replaced the bulb, $139, $140 for a fucking bulb for this fucking Cadillac. And it burned out 2 of them already, and I took it back to Advance. I made the mistake of buying it there. The Advance stores aren't tied together for some reason. I go to another store, they say, well, we got no record of that, and we can't replace it, even if you showed us. I'm like, it's under warranty for a fucking year. Just give me another one. So eventually I talked another Advance store into switching it out for me. It didn't. They can do it. They just don't want to. you know, because so the guy just calls me now. He says I got bad news. He says this ain't the right light assembly. The whole fucking plastic thing that you put the bulb inside of it goes on the side of the car. Great big motherfucker. He says it's different. It's not correct. Of course, it's aftermarket. It's fucking aftermarket. It's Chinese made garbage. And this is all deliberate too. They want to break us. They want to make us fucking poor, and it's happening. Millions of Americans like myself being driven into fucking poverty because it is what these cocksuckers that own the country. I won't mention the tribe, but you can probably figure it out. Whoever runs the banks and controls the currency, they rule the world. All right, no president, no prime minister has any power. And they want us fucked. They don't need us anymore. You know? They don't fucking need us anymore. So, in fact, there's a document out, if you can find it now. It's called, if I even say it, it'll be blocked. It's called the Protocols of something or other, blah, 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 blah. Look up, do a search for protocols, you know, about a certain tribe. And maybe you'll figure, if you can find it, read it. It's pretty shocking. It came out, 150 years ago, 120, 25 years, maybe 130 years ago. It first appeared. Everybody back then, in the late 1800s into the early 1920s, even Henry Ford, he reprinted it because he knew it was true. He said, this is happening. This is what they're doing. And here it is, 2025, you know, and it's exactly what's going on. Exactly what's going on. These are the smartest guys on the planet, probably from inbreeding and the fact that they value learning above anything else except for currency. And they control that. Money lenders, you might call them, which is how they've buried me in debt. Because when they pull the rug out from under you and your business, you can't get it back. I've got so much going on, I can't believe it. So this guy calls me. He says, we can't do it. This doesn't work. It doesn't have the thing on the back. It's supposed to be there. And I'm like, oh fuck. I said, can you just glue it? Try, put some glue in where it might be leaking and see if that works. And then put the bulb back in. If it blows out again, fuck it. He says, otherwise, can you find one at a junkyard maybe? I guess there aren't a whole lot of these Cadillac XTSs at junkyards. So, and he's a decent guy for a change. Every other mechanic I've had has just fucking burnt me badly. So, I'm like, oh fuck. I need the car to go make money because I barely scraped enough together to pay a loan payment coming up like today. I got another one coming up like a day after Christmas. And my bank account is, for the first time in 20 years, over 20 years, I was overdrawn at the bank. First fucking time in 20 years. Because of these cocksucking guys that own everything started bringing all these illegals into this country. And it's meant to do exactly what it's doing. It's destroying the very foundation of our economy and everything else. Driving people out of jobs because these people will work for pennies under the counter. The companies that are hiring them, and I've ended up driving these fucking people. Can't speak a word of English, and I'm taking them to fake jobs. They give them fake jobs so they can say, oh, yeah, no, these people are not. Well, they're all on fucking, it's like the Somalians up in Minnesota. We got just as many Somalians here in Central Ohio, and they're scamming the system. They're stealing, literally stealing billions of dollars, billions, and I can't fucking pay a couple $100 here or there. And they wonder why people go postal. If anybody still remembers that term. So, guy calls me back. He says, look, I know you're stuck. He's like $1,500. Even that's fucking crazy for a headlight. $1,500. He says, what it is we might be able to make this work. There's a ballast. You need a special ballast for this special fucking xenon halogen light bulb or whatever it is, with its own little fucking electronic thing. They've made it all so you can't just stick a fucking bulb in it, you know. No, you got to have these super bright motherfucking things. Even just driving around without my brights on, people are flashing at me all the time. This stupid fucking Cadillac. So I'm like, okay, there's no way around this. We can't. He says, he says, I can get one of these ballast things and we can make it work with this new piece of shit aftermarket wrong headlight assembly. He says, we can make that work. He says, but the ballast itself is going to be between $100 and $200. And I'm like, fuck it, just fucking do it. So what, replacing a bulb, which you can get online for 50, 60 bucks, outrageous, $50 for $60 for a goddamn headlight bulb, just the bulb. But I went to one of these Advance. Don't ever go to Advance. $140 fucking dollars for the same bulb. Sylvania, but it's Chinese. Nothing is American anymore. So it's all Chinese crap that's guaranteed to fail. I've gone through like 3 of these fucking bulbs, but luckily I said, look, it's under warranty. Don't give me any shit. It doesn't matter how it went out. It's gone. It's burnt. Give me another one for free. It's under warranty. So they have Advance. They give me shit, but it's like, no. That's your fucking policy. So I told him, I said, okay. He said, well, I could just put the bulb in the old one. I said, but can you glue the old one where it's leaking? Well, maybe not. It might not work. Then he tells me he can replace this ballast, but he can't do it today. It's going to be tomorrow. I'm like, all right, but I got to have the fucking car. He might even be, no, it won't be tomorrow. It's Christmas Eve. It's going to be days. So I said, can you just don't put the new bulb in. Just put the thing back on the car, and I'll get the car, because I got to keep driving even without a headlight. The next couple of days, I got to go pay. I got another fucking big loan payment, not a line of credit payment coming up. I used to be able to cover all of this shit. There he is. He's calling right now. Well, I guess it reconnected. It says I'm live. So he called. This is the mechanic. He's actually put the goddamn light back in. He's not going to charge me. He's the old one. And he's going to come pick me up. And he says, but he can't even get the part until Monday. So I'm going to have to... What I was doing, because I actually got pulled over by a cop yesterday. I've got a rechargeable flashlight about that big. And it just happens to fit in the hole where the other light bulb goes in the assembly. And there's like a wire rack that fits around this fucking light bulb to hold it in. Cheap fucking cheesy fucking crap that they build. GM designs this shit. Instead of being able just to pop it in. No, they got this fucking... And of course everything fails. It's all garbage. And so this flashlight just happens to fit in this holder. So when I turn the rechargeable flashlight on, there's a light. It doesn't project anything, but the assembly is lit up like there's a light in there. So the cop says, He follows me. This fucking cocksucker. They'll follow you for miles trying to get you to do something. He's a fucking Gehenna police. And it's the middle of the night, and I've got a passenger, another black, probably illegal, taking him somewhere, And he pulls me over finally, and he says, well, I pulled you over. He's tapping on the wrong window. He pulled you over because your headlight's out. I noticed that when you went by. I'm like, it's not. It's just really dim. He goes in front of the car, and he looks, and, oh, it actually is. There is a light there. I'm like, yeah. I didn't tell him it was fake, but it's real. It's there. So he says, oh, sir, no problem. He says, have a nice day. Merry Christmas. And I'm like, cool. So I got away without getting a ticket for this fucking Cadillac piece of shit. So now I got to go right back to doing this bullshit. Family gets together on Christmas Eve tomorrow. Nobody watches my YouTube. Won't let anybody see my live feeds because I talk about that certain tribe. So I got to go another fucking week with no proper headlight. So actually, the mechanic's actually driving my car back over here because I'm right around the corner, and then I'll take him back to the shop. Thank God he's not one of these cocksuckers they want to charge you for every fucking. And on top of that, I still feel like shit, for having a heart attack. And when I go into hospitals, I come out with bronchitis. I catch fucking diseases going in on. You come out of the hospital sicker than when you went in. And I haven't been able to shake this problem. My lungs are fucked up. So fuck this. I'm done.